At first, it didn't look like the moment that would change the entire Olympic tournament. Sidney Crosby had taken hits all night during Canada's quarterfinal matchup against Czechia Milan, and physical games like this are nothing new for him. For most fans watching, it seemed like just another routine collision in a high-intensity Olympic game. But seconds later, everything changed. Crosby tried to skate away from the play, and something immediately looked wrong. His stride was stiff, his movement awkward, and instead of circling back into position, he slowly made his way toward the bench before disappearing down the tunnel. In an instant, the mood inside the arena shifted. A simple but frightening question began spreading across the hockey world. Had Canada just lost its captain in the middle of the Olympics? To understand why the moment caused so much concern, you have to look closely at the play itself. February 18th, 2026. Canada versus Czechia in the Olympic quarterfinals. For Crosby, the tournament represented another chance to add to an already legendary international career. From the opening shifts, however, the Czech strategy was obvious. Every time Crosby touched the puck, a defender closed in. The hits kept coming shift after shift. Physical pressure has followed Crosby throughout his career, but on this night the attention was relentless. As Czech defenseman Radko Gudas stepped up to deliver another hit, Crosby tried to brace and slip underneath the contact rather than take the full impact. In that split second, his right skate caught the ice. His body twisted awkwardly and his knee collapsed inward beneath him. On replay, the mechanics are alarming. Crosby's upper body leans over the planted leg, while the knee buckles inward in what doctors call a valgus position. That movement places significant stress on the ligaments, stabilizing the knee, particularly the medial collateral ligament and potentially even the ACL. It's the kind of collapse that has ended seasons for athletes in multiple sports. Crosby managed to skate slowly to the bench, but the discomfort was obvious. Was Crosby done for the tournament? And another question quietly started to surface as well. At 38 years old, could this moment mark the final Olympic appearance of Sidney Crosby's career? After the game, reporters wanted to understand what had happened on the play and whether there was any tension between Crosby and Radko Gudas. One reporter asked him directly,
Did you hear from Gudas at all after the injury?
I didn't know. I mean, I don't have a problem with the play. I think he was trying to be physical and step up and play hard as any defenseman would, and it just it went the wrong way as far as on my end of it. But I don't think he should feel the need to be showed or anything like that. It's hockey and that stuff happens, and unfortunately it's one of those things.
The response perfectly captured Crosby's approach to the game. No blame, no complaints, just the acknowledgement that physical plays are part of hockey. But while Crosby handled the situation calmly, the medical results told a more serious story. An MRI confirmed a significant sprain of the medial collateral ligament in his right knee, an injury that immediately ruled him out of Canada's semi-final matchup against Finland. Suddenly, Team Canada was entering the most important stage of the tournament without its captain. Losing Crosby meant more than losing a scorer. It meant losing the player who controls the tempo of the game, wins crucial faceoffs, and anchors the leadership of the entire roster. Still, Crosby wasn't ready to give up hope. Behind the scenes, he began working with the medical staff, testing the knee through aggressive treatment and controlled skating sessions. The goal was simple: determine whether there was any chance he could return for the gold medal game. Olympic finals don't come often, and the opportunity to represent Canada on that stage is difficult for any player to walk away from. Eventually, reporters asked the question every hockey fan wanted answered.
How close were you really to playing in the gold medal game?
Close. Yeah, a lot closer than I thought. A day or two after, I thought that it might be. Yeah, I didn't think it was necessarily going to be an option. So the fact that I even had a chance or was close to it, yeah, the staff there was unbelievable. Dr. V here was really helpful too in trying to go through that whole process. But unfortunately, it just it wasn't something I could do.
That answer revealed something surprising. Crosby hadn't just considered returning. He had come much closer than most people realized. And if he was that close to playing, another question naturally followed. Could Canada have used him in a limited role, perhaps taking short shifts or appearing only on the power play during critical moments? It's a strategy teams have used before when a superstar is battling injury in a championship game. So reporters asked him exactly that. Was there ever discussion about maybe just playing the power play?
That wasn't really part of it. I mean, you can either play or you can't, and yeah, just with, I think, all the different things that go into it, you don't know how many power plays you're going to get. You don't know how that's going to look, and if you can't go out there and do a job and be relied upon, based with the team and the guy next to you, then you can't force it, and that's really what it came down to.
Did it cross your mind that this might be your last Olympic game?
Yeah, I try not to think that far ahead. My mind was just on trying to play, and you can't let that creep into your head. I think, when you're trying to overcome something, or, you have, something that's challenging, I think the worst thing you can do is think about worst case scenarios.
That mindset has defined Crosby's career. Instead of focusing on what might be lost, he focuses on what comes next. And what came next was waiting for him back in Pittsburgh. When Crosby returned after the Olympics, the NHL season was entering one of its most demanding stretches. The Penguins were in the middle of a tight playoff race, but Crosby was returning as a healthy captain ready to lead the push. Instead, the team placed him on injured reserve with an expected recovery timeline of at least 4 weeks. For a team fighting for playoff position, the timing was difficult. Pittsburgh was about to face 19 games in just 34 nights.
Find out the severity of the injury, Sid, and are you surprised that it's going to keep you out for so long?
I found out the night of the game I got hurt. As far as the timeline, you're just trying to wrap your head around each day. And I don't know if I was surprised. I didn't really know what to expect.
While the Penguins adjusted without their captain, another familiar debate resurfaced. Every Olympic cycle raises the same question. Should NHL players risk injury by competing internationally during the season? Crosby was asked directly whether the Olympic experience still outweighs that risk. Does the benefit of playing in the Olympics outweigh the risk of injury?
I'm not gonna. It's the Olympics, and as an athlete, not just a hockey player, injuries are part of the game. They come with that, especially at that level, with the speed and the intensity and physicality of the games. But yeah, I think it's great that guys have the opportunity to go and showcase, and have that opportunity.
Despite Crosby's absence, the Penguins remained competitive in the playoff race. When asked about the team's ability to keep winning, Crosby expressed confidence in the group.
What are your thoughts on what this team can do now without you?
I'm confident. I think we've shown all year we've had injuries, and guys have stepped up, and to get to where we're at this point, I think it's because of our team play.
How do you feel right now?
Feels good. Obviously, I want to be back out there as soon as possible, so just have to figure out what that looks like, how long it's going to be, and find a way to make sure that I'm at my best when I come back.
As of March 7, 2026, the Penguins remain in a playoff position, and Crosby has returned to practice wearing a non-contact jersey. The timeline for his full return remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. What began as a routine hit in Milan nearly changed everything. Yet if Sidney Crosby's career has proven anything, is that counting out number 87 is never a safe bet.